What's up, Bassketeers? So why was I just playing all with my index finger? In order to hopefully dispel the myth that you somehow need to have a certain length of finger or type of finger shape in order to play the bass. Because there's tons of bass players and they all got different types of fingers. I happen to be the type of bass player with very long, spindly sorts of fingers. And so I get a lot of YouTube comments, people worrying that they won't be able to do what they see me doing because their hands are smaller than mine. So I hope that my one finger playing demonstration has at least piqued your curiosity, that maybe your ideas about what kind of hands you need to have in order to play bass well, there might be more to it. So besides just showing you my fun little one finger trick, I also want to show you a trick that you can use to make your small hands work for you, and I call it micro shifting. So let's take a major scale. Let's say a C major scale. Starting on the 3rd fret of the A string, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. How I would normally recommend that a student play that in this position is 2nd finger, middle finger on the C, pinky on the D, then index, middle, pinky on E, F, G, and then index, ring, pinky on A, B, C. So if you watch my hand while I'm doing that right now, you can see that I'm maintaining the stretch throughout that scale. So like when I'm playing this G, I'm still back here on that E I played a second ago with my index finger. The advantage of doing that is that then I'm in position if I'm going up and down quickly in a passage or something. This is the thing that people find hard when their hands are small, is to do what I'm doing right now and maintain that stretch. However, there's a trick you can use to use the same fingering I'm using, middle, pinky, index, ring, pinky, but not have to do the stretchy thing, which is what I'm calling micro shifting. So check this out. This is the micro shifting version, same fingering, a lot less stretching. Check it out. Okay, so you see my hands moving a lot more, but I'm not splayed out like a crazy person. So all I do is I fret with my middle finger, like my teacher tells me to, keep my hand in a pretty relaxed position. Then I do a quick shift to my pinky, which is the next finger I need to use, continuing to keep my hand in a relatively relaxed position, and I'm not stretching out like this, okay? And then same thing here, do a quick shift over to the index, middle, pinky, index, ring, pinky. So it's the exact same fingering. I don't have to quote unquote adapt the fingering for my small hands. All I do is I don't stretch when I don't absolutely have to. There are times when you absolutely have to stretch, like if you want to like hammer on, pull off back and forth between these frets that are far away from each other. Okay, there's no way to get around that. Okay, well there is a way, but it's a lot harder than just stretching, for me anyway. However, when you're playing just a single note line like this scale, doing the micro shifting sounds exactly the same as staying stretched out the whole time. So this is a huge trick to have in your arsenal if you're worried about your hand size. Just let yourself gradually shift through a position. Same thing with any other scale, C minor scale. Rather than keeping stretched out, I just let myself do little shifts. And if my hands were smaller, those shifts would be even more exaggerated. Just with my big paws, it looks like I'm not doing very much. Okay, micro shifting. It's a solution to your small finger problem. And also, just on the note of boo-hoo, I have small hands, there are plenty of bass players who are missing fingers, who have just, various things going on with their hands that are non-standard. And they just decide to play bass anyway because they want to. So if you want to play bass, just don't make an excuse about your hand size. Just do it. Maybe you'll invent a new technique that somebody else didn't invent because of how your hands are or something. There's a lot of cool possibilities there. And I also want to point out that a lot of famous bass players have very small hands. My favorite one to point out being Victor Wooten. Okay, the dude is short, the dude's got small hands, and yet I've seen him stretch from a D to a G on the G string, 7th fret to 12th fret. Okay? So there's a lot you can do just teaching your fingers how to move on the bass, no matter what size they are. Okay, so if Victor Wooten can do what he does with his small hands, then you can do whatever you need to do with your hands, whatever size they are. That's my take as a teacher. I hope that this has been valuable. Even if you don't totally agree, maybe the micro-shifting thing will help you out. Anyway, and feel free to try playing with one finger for a day and see how it feels. It's pretty amusing, I find. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this free video and you would like to see more, please support me on Patreon, or you can buy my books and learn some scales and arpeggios and have a great time. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Peace out.